Yeah.
That's right. Leave it up a minute, Joe. Renata can talk to it in a bit more detail. It's great to be here as IPA this morning. I think it's really important that we get the opportunity just to share some of the activities we've got going on and some of the stuff we've done, and obviously the things we're looking forward to as we head toward M10. Before we get into that, just a couple of reflections and a couple of points I wanted to make before Renata goes and talks through the slide in a little bit more detail. So I'm Dave Gandy. I'm a partner responsible for leading the IPA team, along with Renata and Richard, and Joe's also here today. So if you do have questions, either now or indeed over lunch or whatever, do feel free to find us and ask anything about the activities that we do as the IPA. So in terms of my notes. Hopefully you will be aware of some of the activities that we do. So as the IPA, we typically have sort of ongoing activities which we do on a day-to-day basis. We also do sort of deep dive activities, and many of you will be sort of have experienced those, hopefully in a positive fashion, in the bilaterals we've held with you as participants in this programme over the course of the last couple of years, to be honest. But it's important to say that we're not just here to sort of check on stuff that's happened in the past. So we are here to support with challenge and provide insight on a really day-to-day basis, and so very much in the moment. And that's exactly what we're looking to do throughout in M10 support as we head over the course of the next 26 weeks, as Jason outlined. In doing that, we do work really, really closely with the programme and with Ofgem, and everything we do is very much risk-based. So again, as we head towards M10, everything we're doing, we're looking to identify those sort of unknowns, as Jason referred to them. So identifying those risks and help to mitigate those risks on a daily basis. So the final thing I was going to say was I just wanted to echo some of the comments that were made earlier by Melissa, Helen, and Keith. A staggering amount of work has gone in to get us to this point, and there's a lot more to be done, but so much work and so much effort and positivity has got us to this point. We need to just keep going with that. There will be no doubt some of those unknowns that crop up, and there will be some bumps in the road and so on. But as IPA, we're here to support everybody in the room arriving at a successful programme, and that's sort of those intermediate goalposts like M10. So with that, I'll just hand over to Renata, who's going to take us through some of the activities, the specific activities that are going to lead us to that successful delivery in 26 weeks' time.
Thanks, Dave, and hi everyone. Good to see you all in person, not just on the screen as we usually do. Just to bring kind of to life some of the activities that we do, and Jason gave a nod to a lot of those as well as part of his presentation. Sort of puts them out in this one neat slide. Actually, Joe helped us to do that. But just to give you a bit of a kind of an understanding and clarity as to what we do as part of the IPA, specifically in the lead up to M10. As Dave mentioned, we do quite a lot other stuff as well as we embed it into all work stream across the programme. So Jason mentioned that it's very important that the M10 criteria, acceptance criteria is complete. So what we started our IPA assurance activities is by looking at that criteria and assessing whether that's complete, whether that gives enough, clarity and what the good looks like. So we've done that review to begin with and sort of concluded that it was complete. And then now we're kind of in the phase of doing the ongoing assurance activities where we kind of look at various aspects of M10 governance and readiness tracking. So we're looking into the processes, the governance, whether that's set up in the right way to give you transparency as to what readiness for M10 looks like. We also look into the evidence that the program assesses and kind of the assessments that they do for each of the M10 acceptance criteria and give our independent view as to whether we're aligned with that or not. And we base that off the evidence that we gather independently through our assurance activities that we do as part of our kind of bilateral conversations with yourselves. We embed it into governance meetings. We're doing the deep dive sessions, that sort of stuff. Just very importantly to point out, we're not kind of, as part of these activities, we're not going to ask you to do anything above and beyond the assurance activities that we do now, unless, we identify that there's a big risk area or big gap of some sorts that we need to do a bit more and dig into it and do some sort of deep dive. Oh, run out of breath. And then I suppose the other thing is we provide our reporting as well as part of the M10 checkpoint readiness. So we are embedded into the GLIG sessions, kind of give our views and get that kind of understanding of things and what as they happen. But also we provide our assurance reporting into the governance meeting. So there will be PSG reports that you'll see in a couple of days with IPA's view as to what we think M10 readiness looks like. And also, as Dave mentioned, we work really closely with the program and Ofgem to kind of talk about the emerging risks and issues. And so there isn't any surprises when we come out with our report as well. So we are in constant discussion for that forward-looking view as to what the big ticket items are, what the risks are, and how importantly we can mitigate them.